Come on, give me something good. I wonder what they are going to put in. Yes, I should take the kitty one. Yes! Wow! Door to nothingness. Okay, so we can cast this and we can kill them with that in 2 turns. This is spicy! What's up everyone? Welcome back one more time. You know the deal, we play Historic Brawl. And today we are playing with Jodah the Unifier. You know what Jodah does. No deck tech, no intro. We jumped straight into the games. Facing Gix. Ooh, that's a difficult matchup. But we need removal. We need something better to do in the early game. I think this hand is even better. Alright, so we can start with the World Tree, trying to ramp into Paradise Druid. Maybe Uro is going to be great. Guide Sail, Freebooter. Alright, so there goes what? Timeless Lotus or Spark Double? Alright, so the Timeless Lotus. We play Paradise Druid and we try to ramp. So the idea is to play Jodah. Hopefully on turn 5, ramp into it, maybe turn 4, Black Market Connections. And then we play the legendary spells and we cascade into more legendary spells. So just a fun commander. Remember a couple of sets ago, this was like the boogeyman of the format. And nowadays Jodah is fine, it's okay, because you can deal with him. We play here Nikki B, make them discard, but they are going to draw cards from Black Market Connections. Oh, I would like to have that Black Market Connections myself, but whatever. We can play our own good things. Ooh, opponent with the Alchemy Spies, Sanders Wake plus Black Market Connections. Ugh, duress. So there goes our relic. Yeah. Okay, so Prosper is good. We miss a land drop, but Prosper is good. We could play Uro, try to hit the land drop, but I think it's too greedy. We go for Prosper. That allows us to see 2 cards every turn. And if we don't play the card, we get a treasure. So, in a sense, we are hitting our mana. Opponent? I like our opponent. They are taking 6 life, no questions asked. And they are down to 13. Black Market Connection doing some work for them, but also doing work for us. Okay. Get in with a 3-2. I mean, I am going to make them use whatever they have. Let's see. Right, combat trick it is. That's fine. I mean, I'm not happy to lose Prosper, but it's okay. There's a land. We could start attacking, but we need to defend. We need to defend the air creature because they play Geeks and they start attacking in the air and drawing extra cards. And I feel like if I play Shalai, then Yawgmoth here has to go first through the Shalai and then get to our other creatures. So it's a nice layer of protection. And right now, if they want to deal with any of our creatures, they have to sack their entire board to put the counters on Shalai first. And it's another flyer. They don't have too many flyers, or normally they don't run many flyers. Wow, opponent aggressively taking another 6. They are down to 7. So I mean, they could die to their own Black Market Connections if they don't have any source of lifelink. Opponent is just hardcore Black Market Connections, take it all. Probably a fan of the channel, because you know, when I have the Black Market Connections, I'm going to kill myself for that sweet value. Ayara, okay, that makes sense, because now they can gain a little bit of life. Well, it's on us to try to kill them. More tap lands, that's what you get when you play with Jodah. So we could play Jodah. Or maybe we could go Spark Double on Shalai, Double Lock. They can always respawn, so whatever we do, they could always respawn, sack their board, to kill Shalai. So we might go for Jodah, because Jodah is going to pump Nikki B. And it's a very big threat on its own, so... if they want to kill Shalai, then this is their window. But they should sacrifice their... at least 4 creatures. Or have a removal spell in hand. Oh, they are going for it. Alright. Look at our opponent. They are going to sack their entire board to deal with Shalai. Because then they can target our creatures. But if they sack the Kitesail Freebooter, we have a free attack with Nicole Bolas. So they have to sacrifice a Yara. They are drawing cards in the process, so they could actually find a removal spell and stop the sacking. Well, they are still going for it. I like. Our opponent is not afraid. Sack their entire board, kill Shalai. Shalai was a very good play there from us. And now we have a 6/6. So they have to jump, give us back the Timeless Lotus. And they have 4 life. There's not a Yara anymore, so... well, that worked out. So, they drew many cards. They're going to take at least 1 damage here, unless they are still on hardcore mode. So they have infinite mana and 8 cards in hand. So this is still a very sketchy situation for us. Any creature, they can kill the Paradise Druid. I don't know. Sanders Wake, rewarding them from their creatures dying. Mid-hook Massacre for 7. Exact mana to go for 7. I don't think they had to go for 7 because Jodah was going to shrink from our other creature dying. They just had to go to 6. And now we are back to developing our board. And I guess we can take 1 turn to Timeless Lotus. So this is essentially playing a Mirari's Wake for us. Because we have now access to 10 mana. And they are killing themselves. They are already at 2. So we could actually sit, relax, and do nothing and just win. They are going to win life here. Oh, that gains them 2. Busted. Double. Oh, those come from Sanders Wake. Could be in trouble. They're at 6 now. 6 is not close to dying. Oh, we were so close. Mind Spike. So they take our Celestus. Alright, so here comes Jodah. And then we can Spark Double on Jodah. This is not going to trigger Jodah, but we have 2 Jodahs. So any of them surviving would be great news for us. And down to 3 again. Oh, they drew the card. Wow. Opponent did all the damage for us. They're attacking? I don't know what this could be. I'm just going to chump the Tenacious Underdog that they cannot recast because they're about to die. And what else? Just 1 more. They draft. They are hanging in there. Wow, what a match! Crits of Fate. Oh. Well, at least I think now we can play Uro and escape it from their yard. Alright. Come on. Well, more lands. Okay. So, you can play this land. Go for Uro. Trigger. Gain 3, draw a card. Another land. We can put it into play. Uro escapes. And now we recast him. We have to exile 5 cards from our yard. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And we gain 3 more and draw another card. Atris, can we cast that? Yeah, of course we can cast it. We have a Timeless Lotus. Yes! Alright, so opponent going to separate 3 cards into 2 piles. 1 face up, 1 face down, and we choose one. A nice sub-game that we're playing. Come on, give me something good. I wonder what they are going to put in. Yes, I should take the kitty one. Yes! Wow! Door to Nothingness. Okay, so we can cast this and we can kill them with that in 2 turns. This is spicy! Yes! Oh my god. Okay. So, we have to wait 1 turn. We have to play it and wait for it to untap. Yes. Door to Nothingness. This is hilarious. So now we have to not die. That's the goal. Another removal for them. They're on a 2-turn clock. Oh, I want the Door to Nothingness kill. Come on. Mox Amber, that's fine. Yes. And a Curse-bound Witch. Opponent playing Alchemy like a champion. Another land. Now that we need mana. Oh, but we can... I'm pretty sure we can cycle. So, let's... What's the sequence here? Uro needs 5 cards to escape. Let's play Door to Nothingness. That we want to do for sure. And then we can cycle the Proving Grounds. That gives us exactly 5 cards in the yard for another Uro escape. So another 3 life that we gain. Stabilize a bit. Have a big 6/6 on play. Play another land tapped. And say go. And say opponent, can you deal with our Door to Nothingness? Come on, don't kill yourself. They are dying in multiple ways. We just want to Door to Nothingness them. Yes, alright. We are going to take 2. Not going to give you extra cards. No. Door to Nothingness, yes! I've never pulled off a Door to Nothingness kill. That's a Flesh Gorger. And quickly before they concede. Come on. Yes. Yes! Door to Nothingness. Yes. Sweet. So here we are back for another round with Jodah, the Unifier, and... Excuse me for celebrating the Door to Nothingness win. Alright, keep that. We are going versus Frayalis. Elves. Mulliganing. We have the Deserted Beach, Dreamroot Cascade, Overgrown Farmland. These lands are a little bit tapped right now, but the artwork is winning us the game right now. The art in these cards is just stunning, and we are already winners because we play with this art. Alright, opponents trying to elf us. Once upon a time there was a little elf. Well, in this case it's a snow covered forest, but you know what I mean. Shaper's Sanctuary. Joke's on you, we're not going to target your things ever. Paradise Druid online. Paradise Druid, such a good card. And a Leaf Crown Visionary for them. We could go... Oh, we don't have the Prosper mana. We could... Oh, should have played the Tap Garden. Well, now that I didn't do that, I'm just going to play the Goose and cycle away the Garden. Actually, that's what I was going for. I was going for the cycling of the Jetmir's Garden. That's not a mistake. Solvala. Ooh, we can draw cards from that. We can draw cards from your Solvala. Thank you, opponent, very much. Cycle the Garden. Find the Chromatic Lantern, which is great. And a Krenko. Okay, so Dreamroot Cascade. Play. Can we tap better? Do I have to use the Gilded Goose mana? Yes. The answer is yes. But that's alright. Because now we have Jodah. We draw from Solvala. And we see we can use Imrith to cascade into some big creature, Freyalise. So they have infinite mana already, right? Like they made their own Nykthos. Jeez. Jeez. Mono green devotion in Historic Brawl from the looks. Alright. They're just passing. They're just passing. Another tap land. So, we have to play something, grow the Jodah. We cannot take down Freyalise, they could always jump. So let's go for Imrith, one of my favorite cards from the last years. Ooh, we can cascade into Prismatic Bridge. This is so dirty. I'm a dirty Jodah player. And I'm just going to swing everything at Freyalise. And by everything I mean Jodah. Opponent, will you jump? They could jump with Mutavault, or they could jump with the Leaf Crowned Visionary. Let's check it out with Selvala. That makes sense. They had the protection spell, so nothing happens. But we have a big 7/7 flyer that draws us cards, and they have just infinite mana. So what is the result of this? What's the result of infinite mana versus infinite power and card draw? Alright, they are tapping Selvala for 4. Plays a Twinian's Elite. Making small creatures. And now they can untap Selvala to one more time. Oh, they are drawing cards from the Visionary. They are paying 1 green every time they do this. Yeah, this is what Elves does. This is pure Elves. And they are doing it pretty nicely. Whew, more mana. And more mana. Come on. Well, that's infinite mana for them right here. They play another forest. But we have a flying dragon that can take down Freyalise, but we need to beat them. Well, we cascade into Shigeki from the Prismatic Bridge. Not that it's too impactful. Rahilda. Okay, so what do we do here? We can go for a couple of lines. We have 6 mana. 6 mana right now. We could play Prosper, cascade into a 3-drop. But then we cannot play anything else. So we might have to go with Gwenna. This also taps for mana. Let's see what we hit here. Kalain. Wow, that's perfect, because this gives us the treasure that we need to go for Prosper. So there's a treasure. Gwenna is a 7/8, and in the process we are growing our board thanks to Jodah. And here comes Prosper, another trigger. Let's see what we get. Loran. Alright, Loran is not bad. That gets rid of the Shaper's Sanctuary. Not that it's doing anything for them, but it's still good. Still value. We shoot down that, and now we go to attack our board. Our board is insane. Okay, we have to kill Freyalise, and we have to attack their face. If they want to throw some of these creatures in front of Jodah, then I'm perfectly okay taking down some of them, because they would have to throw their best creatures, and we still would have a lot of mana to recast Jodah next turn, so it's not a big deal if they want to trade. Alright, they don't, they just jump, and that's as much as we can do, and I think we did pretty well with that turn. Alright, they left Freyalise on the graveyard, which is kind of interesting in mono green. Is that a mistake? Alright, so what do they have? They're tapping for 5 mana. They can also tap the Circle of Dream Druid for more mana even, but by tapping those creatures, we have so much power on the battlefield, we're going to just run over them. Shigeki. Oh, but they made a mistake. Shigeki is non-legendary, so they cannot get Freyalise back. The Shigeki regrowth is just for non-legendary cards. So they left Freyalise there because of that. Yeah, that's unfortunate for them. But I think that we were going to win regardless. They could play here a lot of things, but these things will have to do serious champ blocking next turn. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what saves them here. Once upon a time, 2 mana up. That's not going to be enough. Jodah is still holding it. In 2023. Like, he was printed 2 sets ago, and we're just testing if he's good enough for Historic Brawl meta nowadays. That's so crazy. Alright, another victory! Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, we continue to play with Jodah the Unifier. And we are going versus Jodah the Unifier. So we are playing versus Jodah. Jodah versus Jodah, but they go first, which is a bummer. And this hand is borderline. I do like Rara and I do like Halana and Alena, so I'm just going to put a vote of confidence. And this Ornithopter of Paradise has to make us win the game, basically. Temple Garden is a good draw here. Because now we can go Ornithopter on turn 2, whereas before we just had a Tapland. Alright, they did not ramp, which is good. Which is good. We can take the initiative on this game. Play our Ornithopter. Do they have a counter spell? Has Jodah run counters? Which is the superior Jodah build? Alright. Ornithopter survives. No removal spell. No instant removal spell. They go for a mana rock. Vivian. That's interesting, Vivian. So no ramp for the Jodah deck whatsoever on turn 1 and turn 2. That's on turn 3 even. Ah, talk about ramping. Alright, so we could go Halana and Alena, but we cannot attack. We could Shigeki and Thalia, and I feel like that should be a great play, because if they had a mana rock in hand, they're going to suffer the consequences of not ramping earlier. We double spell, and then next turn we have good targets for the counters from Halana and Alena. It taxes our own Timeless Lotus, but that's fine. We are the aggro player here. We're just not looking for ramping anymore. We're just looking for ways to put pressure on them and later close the game. Taking out Vivian, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, we don't have time to ramp. We have to go with our best creatures. So we just play Halana and Alena. They could have a flash creature. Vivian allows them to cast their creatures with flash. So if we put the counters on Thalia, at least a first striker 4/3 should be able to take any 3-drop they could play here, right? So we put them to the test, attack Vivian, 4/3 first striker, and say, do you want to play a creature to chump block? They had a creature, but it's a mana dork. Yeah, so they take the 4, but now they can play Jodah, and we don't have an answer right now. Yeah, they take up Vivian, they play Jodah here, and we need to top deck an answer for Jodah. They tap 2, and what? Yeah, they into the north. What? I don't understand. I'm pretty sure they could have cast Jodah. But instead they go for Into the North, paying 3, and do nothing else. Wow, this is very suspicious. They could be holding up a massive board wipe. But you know what? What if this resolves? Then we are going to do serious damage to them. And if it doesn't resolve, then we are counting on the Olivia to bring back anything from our graveyard. So I didn't care too much if they were going to counter that. So we don't need really the counters on anything other than... I'm going to put it on the Ornithopter, because I'm not going to close the game right now, but I'm going to double attack the Vivian, and let's do it like this. Double attack Vivian and attack with Thalia face. Make a big flyer on the air. That's not going to work, dude.
Not bad.
That's not going to work, because that prevents damage and indestructible. Gives indestructible. It does not prevent the loyalty from the planeswalkers to go away. Alright, learning magic. Magic is hard. I feel for you, opponent. Magic is hard. So I could have given the counters to Jodah and attack for a hasty Jodah there. Ornithopter is cool. To be honest, I feel like sometimes I forget about Helena giving haste. But that's alright. We have a 6/8 flyer in the air and a very cool board. So unless they have an actual board wipe, we're fine. Uro. That's not going to get the job done. Gaining some life, escaping. Uro goes away. They tap the Favor Elder to tap for 3 colors of mana, while Uro's on the battlefield. But now they need presence in the board. A Seal Core. 3 mana to do something impactful, or you're going to die. And they are going to die. Yeah! Okay. Another victory with Jodah. We are cruising! So hit the like, the subscribe button. I should be coming back from my vacations as we are publishing this video, and very close to start playing with the new Phyrexia. All will be 1 cards. I hope that you didn't miss too much the new cards in my videos. I know it's going to happen, but what can I do? Okay, so we have to mulligan aggressively versus Jodah. And Day of Judgment is great here. Versus Jodah, you just have to find your removal spells. Yeah, here she is. We can take a couple of turns before having to wrath the board, but we might need to do it next turn. So if we play Kalain, playing Kalain achieves 2 things. We can have the treasure from her, but we can also put Mox Amber online. Not going to do it right now because we're not going to use it, but it's a good line. Wedding announcement. Wedding announcement in the Angels deck is kind of interesting. Universal. I wouldn't play Wedding Announcement in a Jodah deck. Number 1, because it doesn't make Angels. Number 2, you don't need to pump the team. Jodah does it for you. And drawing cards, you just rarely use that mode. Okay, so key to the archive. We don't need to wrath the board. We get a Lightning Bolt for the future. We could discard a Stomping Ground here, or Tusky. Tusky seems good, but Stomping Ground, we have our mana situation resolved. So next turn we are planning on wiping the board. Could even play Tusky first, because it survives the Wrath. But I'm just going to do it, so if I'm going to do that, I might as well just jump here. Well, maybe I didn't have to jump because I could have tapped the Mox Amber for mana. Because now I can go Day of Judgment, but I don't have enough to play Loran behind. Yeah. Jesus. I need to be more careful with my plays. Okay, Day of Judgment. Because that Amber does not tap for mana right now. Well, we hold Lightning Bolt up. We hold Lightning Bolt up, and then we see. There's a Bolt, there's the Jodah. And the counters from the Ozolith. Yeah, I missed the window to kill. Well, now I have Earthtie, which is great. I'm going to play Slam Jodah. I missed a window there to use Lightning Bolt on Jodah before she got the counters. That was another misplay, second misplay of the game. But then I top decked Earthtie, so now I'm going to be alright. I just Valkyrie. It could be alright. I should have killed Jodah with Lightning Bolt. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. We take 6. And Rada. So we have access to 7 mana. So we could go Loran into Earthtie, holding up Earthtie. Loran could blow up. I think I have to blow up the Paladin class. Because the Paladin class pumps the team, and then if they go for the last chapter, then we can... Oh, Shigeki. Always cascading into Shigeki. Come on. Yeah, I need to blow up this. Avoid the double striking last level of the class. And then we hold up Earthtie. We could attack them with Jodah. See if they want to double block. That should be a very good blowout. Because if they block with the 2 angels, we can kill one of them and then destroy the other one in combat. Let's see. They just jump. Okay. Well, now we can relax having the Earthtie. It's going to make a 2/2 shapeshifter, so that makes just an angel. I'm just going to destroy Jodah before this resolves. Cascade. Yes. Wow, overcoming my own mistakes. Yeah, that was a pretty poor performance. This will be our last round playing with Jodah the Unifier versus Mono Red Anax. Trying to close the streak with the last victory. We go first for a change. Toward to nothingness. Just going to Maul. We didn't have any early plays. This hand is great. This hand looks a little bit too good. So we could be playing a turn 3 Jodah. That's insane. Alright. Grim Initiate. Cool. There's another land. We have to play here the Untapped Plains. Paradise Druid. And just chillax. Slam Jodah next turn. And go from there. Not going to take this. I mean, I'm not going to block that. I'm going to take it. And scare the critics. Alright. Maybe I should have blocked. Oh, come on. On hindsight, everything is possible. Gitu Lava Runner. So no Jodah for us. So now we can... Versus them, we can sneaking a very, very tricky Valk Mira if we wanted to. Because we can play the Sounddown Pass. Then Valk Mira makes them so they have to pay every time. Yeah, we can count. That counters their targeting, but we also reduce their damage in 1 for each creature. So essentially we are... Alright, I didn't say anything. I don't have to explain that difficult card anymore. Wow, opponent with the answer. Okay, but now we can slam Jodah. Well, we put them to the test, but now they have to answer a 6/6 in red. From any color, they should have the worst time answering a 6/6. They need Chaos Warp. Or a couple of very good removal spells. Anax. Yeah, we're going to crash them now. Yeah. Wow! And we close with 5 victories. Yes. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the insanity of 5-color Jodah. The deck is still good, the deck is still a blast, and I hope you give me a sub, because that Door to Nothingness kill was actually pretty awesome. You know what I mean? So yeah, just hit the like button, comment, and we will see each other on a future video.